And tonight, the closely watched race for Senate has been decided. Prince George's County Executive Angela Also Brooks beat out former Governor Larry Hogan, and there's a lot of talk about what's next for Hogan.
Yeah, so some want him to continue on the national stage after listening to his concession speech last night. Here's Scott Broom in Maryland.
After leaving the governor's office in 2023 with a 70% approval rating, it seemed Larry Hogan had tapped some kind of magic to become a hugely successful Republican in a majority Democratic state. Part of that past magic was that Hogan's governor's races were off-year elections without a toxic presidential race at the top of the ticket. This time, Hogan conceded defeat early.
Regardless of who you voted for, we can all take pride in the election of the first black woman to represent Maryland in the United States Senate.
It was a concession speech, remarkable for its graciousness, according to supporters in the room, and then Hogan said this.
From day one, this was the only campaign in America that reached out to Republicans, Democrats, and independents alike, because that's what it's going to take to solve the serious problems we face. Americans today are thoroughly convinced that we're hopelessly divided, that Washington is completely dysfunctional, and that our entire political system is fundamentally broken. The voices of the exhausted majority are ignored in deference to the demands of the loudest and angriest few who seem hell-bent on tearing America apart. No matter what happens in this election, we as a country must move beyond talking only with those we agree with, and we need to stop dismissing or even hating those we disagree with. We have got to find a way to come together, to listen, and to believe in each other once again. Because there really is far more that unites us than divides us.
I thought it was fabulous what he had to say.
That's why we love you, Larry.
Other supporters, like former Maryland State Senator Bobby Zirkin, said the speech is evidence that Hogan should not retire.
Regardless of the outcome of this election, that's a message that has to continue, and he's the right messenger for it. I mean, he's a genuine warrior for people to stop this hyperpartisanship.
Before running for Senate in Maryland,
I think other leaders are going to come together.
Hogan remained relevant nationally by toying with an independent presidential run and serving as co-chair of the ultimately failed No Labels movement, which was seeking independent ballot access for the 2024 election. Hogan has not said what's next for him, but there are a lot of Marylanders who are hoping that while it may not be another run for elected office, it is not retirement from politics. In Maryland, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.